The game is rigged. The game is rigged. That's okay. Because it is what it is. I am a black cap. We're living in a world where all the status, social status, woman, finances, opportunities, and recognition goes to those who play rugby. It's all based upon rugby. That's my definition of being autistic and ADHD in a neurotypical world. There's this it fluctuates between 85% and 75% unemployment rate with autism. So it fluctuates between 16% and 25% employment rate. The rest are not employed. And with ADHD people, it fluctuates between 30% and 40% employed and 60% unemployed or 70% unemployed every year. So my take on it is obviously it's been proven that we're hunters, so that's why we're here, there, and everywhere. Well, not today. I'm sitting here like this. I'm sitting here. Cooperative Bank. This is where they put me for this week. No hard feelings. I just want some more hours because they got to pay me for 30 hours, but they're only giving me 20. But I like to have 60 hours. I like to have that. But 40 hours whilst I'm doing my studies is good. But this week's 20, and I got those haircuts though, hair clippers though, because I was like, man, but last time I was going to buy them, something else came up, so I just bought them anyway. $140, but they're the ones that they use at Barber Kings. So, yeah, the game is rigged, and it's like if the Black Caps just decided all just to play rugby, to get the woman, social status, recognition, money and opportunities, then they could actually, because it doesn't mean that the cricket players are not phenomenal athletes. They are. It's just that they got to play by the rules of the rugby players, for example. It's been proven that us ADHD people were hunters. We used to go from spot to spot to spot, whilst the farmers, they used to stay in one spot and grow their one crop. So in survival of the fittest scenarios, as well, we pretty much are in it today, but it's just different because you don't have to worry about all the saber-toothed tigers and all these other things, and of course you might have the occasional other village, and it's usually teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. But doing that today, they want you in one career, they want you in this and that. When I was in my 20s, I was like, follow my heart and put all my time and my energy and put all my heart into my passions, and I'll make money out of it. But it never happened. I just look at this TikTok and look at the YouTube, but then you have, I used to spend $1,000 on equipment. One time I did that, And then, I was just like spend hours rehearsing. So, and I had like, I got we got my bachelor's degree in multi-stage national certificate in youth studies, and I got my forklift license, and I got my full driver's license, and I had all these things. I still couldn't get full-time employment till I was 27. People just used to say to me, "Oh, you're just not made. You're just not cut out for this." Some employers would say horses for courses, and you just haven't found the right course. And I was like, and now when I finally did get full-time employment all year round, I was 27, and it was at a tannery, and I lasted there for 3 years, minimum pay rate, then 3 years at a factory, minimum pay rate, and I just didn't find myself in situations where I just had to do anything for a job. And I got a certificate in Scrum Mastery. People say, well, you know what, it's not about this paper thing, it's about putting in, coming up with unique ideas. I was like, well, every time I put forth my unique idea, either one, it didn't work, or two, no one backed me up, and it just flopped. But then someone else, a normal person, would do the exact same thing and take my ideas and then make a big profit out of it. They would make a big profit out of it. Like some person that used to laugh at me and then saw me do all these things in real life, and then I fell flat on my face. And they went out there and done the exact same thing the exact same way, but they had the backing from society. They had a backing. They had social groups backing them up and stuff, like social circles backing them up, and then they prospered and made heaps of fortune. And I just, so now it's like, look, I know that I'm different, and difference is not celebrated in this society. And I know that whenever I come up with plans, other people will benefit from it, not me. So, because even when I was like, minimum pay rate jobs, they were just saying like, oh, can you do this extra work? Can you do this? Can you do that? I will shift you from this department to that department, to this department to that department. And sometimes I'd be working at 3 or 4 departments doing a job in each department in the space of one day, because people had gone home early, or someone had got sick or something and went home, or someone didn't show up, and it was me getting shifted around. And I felt good about that. So I'm not knocking on them. I felt good about that, but that's just the reality of the situation. And so right throughout all these times, I couldn't get a woman. And I've always had my mum say like, oh, you know what, you might not have your own kids. You might raise someone else's kids. And just like I said to her, I say, I'm never going to raise someone else's kids. I mean, if I was doing all these things and I wasn't good enough for you, and then now you get to your 30s or something, it's like all of a sudden you think that, last option, so we have to go down to the bottom of the barrel and rely upon Daniel because we can't get anybody else, even though everything I just said in this video, I got too much dignity for that, and it's just because I'm different that I haven't thrived yet. But you know what? I know I will. And this cybersecurity thing is hard, so it's like 90% for pass rate, and so I'm going to have a third attempt at that exam. I'm going to book it. I'm a black cat. I'm using this as an analogy. I've got the DNA of a hunter living in a farmer society. That's proven. Because the ADHD gene has been proven to be hunters rather than farmers, and it was beneficial in hunter-gatherer societies. And in this world, I'm a black cat. I'm a black cat. but all the money, recognition, social status, women, and opportunities goes to